Unlike the hordes of Mesopotamia, Kavastil knew that Iraq was the big problem, and indeed Qatar was to fall under his spell in late 1600s. The forces that captured this part of the Middle East were undoubtedly some of the most savage that had been seen in the world to this point. And Gustav would have known this, and he was ill prepared, however, for the consequences. From his safe house in the Middle East, Sebastian watched on with horror as his empire crumbled. The ancient Corinthian texts were testament to this fact, and foretold of many a disaster. Not since the Mongol hordes had the Middle East seen such a divisive and ruthless dictatorship take over. And you have to realize that these guys were serious and were well armed. Omar as well was to fall under his spell, and was captured in less than 1 month. Many religious venues were razed to the ground, destroyed by the hordes. Seemingly powerless, they could not resist the onslaught. The terror that was triggered across the Middle East could not be underestimated. Thousands of people were to be put to death in the most gruesome manner. This was the first time that cavalry had been employed in such a devastating fashion in history, and it laid the foundation for future military movements around the Middle East. The battles that followed were ruthless. The cavalry encircled the forces of Oman. And to this day, it is said that the blood ran for 1,000 days down the Euphrates. No longer would Oman have the empire it once had. History had spoken.